Hi everybody, welcome to this presentation. My name is Paronardi and I'm here on behalf of the DualAd project consortium, a project where we are trying to modeling the adaptive dual vet model and make it transferable in other contexts. But what is exactly the adaptive dual vet model? It's a model of inclusion at social, training, and employment level, focused on people with intellectual disabilities. So basically, it's a pathway for a real, concrete, effective integration, is a combination of training and employment, but adapted to the spatial learning needs of our targets, uh, giving the target at the end of this activity the possibility of an official certification of competencies, including not only professional skills, but also social and personal skills. As in the implementation in Spain, so far the adapted dual vet model has been focused on people with intellectual disabilities or spatial learning needs. But more precisely, is implemented so far to people with an official recognition of intellectual disability, so an official certification, who are able to work also in terms of legal age to work and are officially unemployed. When it comes to the model, what are the main elements for its implementation? We may highlight four main steps, four main elements. First of all, a general assessment of the existing skills, a recognition of existing skills. A second step is the activation of a contract of apprenticeship, giving the people the possibility to begin training and employment at the same time. A third step, at the end of this process, the official certificate, the official recognition of the competencies got during this apprenticeship period, and well, basically across all the process, but in particular at the end of it, a real concrete support in finding a job. So a job placement support, a career developed by the career service. What are the main elements of the training? We cannot take for granted the structure of the training because we are talking about people with disabilities. Even if it's true for every person, we need to work on the integral human development of people. So it means that every training should address not only professional skills, and in the case of the adapted dual vet model, we focus on a specific sectorial training, but also on the transversal competencies, including the social, emotional dimension of a person, but also the basic skills. So when it comes to the contents of the training, we are looking in a holistic way to the professional, foundational, and social emotional skills of our person, of our people involved in the project. In order to have a holistic approach in the training, it was clear that it was important that the adapted dual vet model was focused on a learning by doing approach or learning through experience approach. So in a nutshell, it's a learning process, but in real work situation, giving the learners the opportunity to address and cope with real problems, recognizing them and solving them. So problem posing and problem solving. Of course, with a support and adaptation in terms of timing, spaces, and context where learning happens. And finally, how is it possible to implement this model in other contexts? There are three main professional profiles which make the adapted dual vet model possible: trainers, vocational trainers, counselors, and the support staff, making possible the implementation of these model in terms, for instance, of sustainability. For them, the DualAd project has been designed in order to identify the training materials and training activities in order to giving these people, these profiles, the right competencies to make the adapted dual vet model transferable and potentially implemented in every and different context. So thank you very much for listening to this presentation. It was just a way to share some of our ideas and aims, and stay tuned for the development of the project. Thank you. Bye.